One of the most important things about living a great life is to constantly enjoy our pleasures. Actually, Jewish wisdom teaches us that that's the essence of what life is, to enjoy our pleasures. If we knew what our pleasures were, then we would be able to refocus on them and we would enjoy our lives in a much better way. According to Jewish wisdom, there are 5 classes of pleasures that every one of us has. And when we're talking about a class, we're talking about like a plane ride. You know, if you want to fly across the Atlantic, you fly in first class. Big seat, free alcohol. Not as good as business class. Coach is, well, smaller seat, no free alcohol. That's really third class, but no one likes to fly third class. Fourth class would be in the baggage compartment, and fifth class would be hanging on the wing with a rope. If we know what our 5 classes are, we will be able to experience life to its fullest. So let's go through what are the 5 classes of pleasure. So the 5th class, the lowest class of pleasure, is physical pleasure. That would be anything that we experience with any one of our 5 senses. Now, this is available at all times. This would be good ice cream, steak, nice clothes, music, a beautiful smell, or a beautiful mountain view. 5th class is very important because it is always available to us. So if you're ever in a situation where you're a little in the dumps, just go after some 5th class pleasure. Get a piece of chocolate, get some ice cream, and just give yourself that lift, that spirit to get you to 4th class pleasure. 4th class pleasure is so powerful that no matter how much money you got, money can't buy you love, no matter how much 5th class pleasure you're experiencing, it will not equal the pleasure of 4th class. 4th class pleasure is the pleasure of love. Love is the emotion we have when we identify the virtues in another. In other words, when we focus on what's special about another person, that is when we experience love. And we all know that love is incredibly pleasurable. But also, sometimes love stinks. It's such an important pleasure, it comes with a cost. And as we say in the Talmud, according to the effort is the reward. Or as Vince Lombardi said, no pain, no gain. What could be better than love, you ask? Well, 3rd class pleasure, believe it or not, is better than love. Think of it in these terms. What will people leave their families for? They will pick up and go to war. They will spend long nights at the office, working hard for their families to do the right thing. People who have a cause, a passion to live life to its fullest, self-respect. 2nd class pleasure, believe it or not, is even better. Have you ever met an artist or an author or a musician and they kind of have something on us? Well, that's because they do. Because people, when they are in a mode of creativity, that is just one step away from godliness. 2nd class pleasure is the pleasure of being creative, the pleasure of actually doing something, almost creating something from nothing. A person who is active in parenting often experiences 2nd class pleasure. We know how pleasurable parenting can be, but we also know how difficult it can be. What about 1st class pleasure? What could be better than all the physical pleasures, better than love, better than doing the right thing, and better than being creative? That is getting in touch with the transcendental. 1st class pleasure is the pleasure of love of God. Now, this is a big one. We only experience this in short jumps. That would be when you're present when a baby is being born, or sometimes you look out over a sunset and you just really connect with the Almighty in that way, or you're just with another person, a person you love, and your connection with them is so intimate that it's literally lifting you above and beyond your own body. Now, obviously, these concepts are very deep, and I don't have enough time in this short video to explain them all. But what I can recommend to you is read Life is Great, Revealing the 7 Secrets to a More Joyful You. Because in the book, I give a deeper explanation of each of the 5 classes of pleasure and show you how you can learn to access them and appreciate and enjoy your pleasures at every moment. Read Life is Great, and that will lead you to a more enjoyable, pleasurable life.